Let me tell you what's going on. I thought, and I'm being very honest with you, I thought under Trump, CNN, MSNBC, Rachel Maddow, Lawrence, I thought they were going to blow up under Trump.
The first
because they
time
have
you're saying-
so no right now.
No, right now.
I thought they have so much to criticize.
Yes.
Do you see what Lawrence Donald said? Here's Lawrence O'Donnell
MSNBC.
taking break. He says, "I'm exhausted." At day 52 of Trump administration, Rob, go ahead and play this clip. And Rob found out something the other day. Remember when we did the math of Rachel Maddow, how much they're paying her, and it's not worth it, I think, because she's got so much dirt on him that she's threatening him that she's going to go out. And I thought she was only working once a day. Rob found out some stuff that maybe, that I said I was right, and then I thought I was wrong. And then Rob's like, no, you were actually right on what you were saying with the days, because the way it's working out, Rob, I'll tell you here in a second. Rob, if you can play this clip here with what Lawrence O'Donnell is saying, it's very interesting. Go for it.
Well, here's the thing. This is day 52. I thought it was day 92. It turns out it's day 52, Rachel, and I'm exhausted at day 52. And so I'm going to take next week off. And I'm telling you that now because I know you don't like it when I just drift away, and I don't. But just taking next week off. Then I can come back.
Okay, Rob, what did you learn about Rachel Maddow?
So Rachel Maddow's contract, the one that she had a $30 million contract, they renegotiated it down to $25 million a year. That $25 million a year is for a once-a-week episode, with the exception of the first 100 days of Donald Trump's presidency, in which Rachel Maddow has contractually obligated or committed to broadcasting nightly on MSNBC. But once that 100 days is done, she goes back to $25 million a year for one night a week, an hour-long show.
Unbelievable. And obviously, listen, in their eyes, she's worth it. But with all this numbers, all the Democrats, all this, it's shifting. How can they, in their right mind, still keep paying her that? I don't understand, Tom. Can you explain that to me?
I can't explain the economics of it. I can only tell you that for the last 2 Allen conferences, where everybody wears their vests and goes up into, the ski resort, and all the media people get together.
This is
by the way,
ask for PTO. That's right.
That's what,
But go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, and so basically, I'm not making fun of it. I'm kind of jabbing at it a little bit. But during that conference, there's a lot of technology that's talked. There's a lot of very meaningful stuff that affects our lives that's talked about. But guess what? There's been 2 guys walking around, one of them trying to sell MSNBC, CNBC, and a bunch of other channels. Hey, we're going to spin them off as a package. You want to buy it? And you've had David, Zaz, as they call him, the Warner Brothers owner of CNN, has been trying to sell CNN. And the good news, by the way, I had to make a conclusion from 2 different stories I read, so I can't say that someone said this exactly. But I'll tell you what I inferred, and I believe I was making a fair inference of it. They love the fact that Caitlin Collins is only on a $3.5 million contract, and she's actually holding her own as an anchor in the seat. But they love the fact that she's $3.5 million. You know why? Because when they go to the next guy, hey, guess what? And when you buy CNN, you get Caitlin Collins, and she's on a rookie contract. We've been having to chop everybody else's contract, and we took Jim Acosta, we moved him to midnight, made him quit. It was such a cool trick.
Good job.
And we got rid of that contract. Yeah. And then we're cutting everybody else. We cut Tapper. We cut all these people. But guess what? You get the rookie in the anchor chair, and she doesn't cost much. What about Anderson Cooper? We're going to cut him too, but we got to wait. We need an opportunity to do it. That's what's going on. And now Lawrence O'Donnell is out there. And by the way, if you don't read literature, you won't understand this. Like Don Quixote, he's worn out. Because what did Don Quixote do? He hallucinated, and he thought the windmills were monsters, and he kept attacking the windmills until he kept falling off his horse. Well, guess what, Lawrence O'Donnell? You've turned things into, you're hallucinating, and now you're really tired of it. Well, you're tired of what? You're tired of trying to find a point you're going to make, And you know what? Come sit down on the podcast. Explain to us. We'd love to hear it. Where do you think this goes? Where do you think this ends, Lawrence? But you're exhausted because you're exhausted doing something that's not getting any traction. It's no wonder you're exhausted.
Wait,
I believe him.
Here's the question, Tom. Why did the right do so well under Biden? Why? And by the way, here's the other part. Why did CNN do so well under Trump? the first time around.
Because with Trump, it was fear. It was the end of the world. It was Hitler. It was he's going to end everything. He's going to start the war. It was Russia collusion, Russia agent bullshit.
And the administration could have executed better with greater clarity on some key points.
Sure, because there was a lot of people, the swamp and all this other stuff.
A lot of people were getting fired going in and out.
But so the only reason they're not exceeding is why? They would be exceeding if what?
If they couldn't get the actual facts out and the public couldn't talk about it. One of my opinions, like
if there was something truly negative to hit that the American people would
That's
believe.
it. The point is the games are no longer working and they don't have another play in their playbook. The playbook is fear. The playbook is games. The playbook is fantasies. The playbook is he is going to start World War III. The playbook is that, and it's no longer working. Their business models on 3 C words: conflict, controversy, change. So you can't go after girls because you did that in 2015, 2016. You try to do with E. Jean Carroll and Kara McDougal and whatever you want to go through, all those girls that you went through.
Stormy Daniels.
You can't go through the money stuff. That didn't work. You can't do the DOJ stuff. That didn't work. What are you going to do next? You have to understand, this is like a dramatic play because it's like a sports team. When you're going with Bill Belichick and you got some of these great coaches, Bill Walsh, you go through their playbook, boom, bunch of plays. When you go through Vince Lombardi, he was known for the one play, that he would go and do 12-hour sessions and teach the coaches in 12 hours for one play. You know what the play was called? The play was called the sweep, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken.
It was a rushing play.
Okay, it was a rushing play. And he would teach every coach on this one play until eventually got what happened to some teams.
The defense adjusted.
The defense adjusted, like, shit, this is not going to work all the time anymore, right? But it's a great play that they did. CNN has one play. What is it? Spread rumors, talk trash, put fear, propagandas, and this is what's going to work for us, okay? And then let's all say the same thing, and then they tried it. Now they're sitting there saying, guys, what is our next playbook? They have to literally, boom, get rid of their playbook and move on. But they don't want to do it. The Don Lemons, what's he still saying on Bill Maher? Blacks can't be MAGA and be rational, right? Well, they would find it insulting. Well, the truth is insulting. The truth is offensive, right? They don't know how to pivot and adjust today. And they're trying to see why. So it's going to be challenging. Adam.
I was just going to say one thing. You said that David, I think Zaz is the CEO of CNN. I think it became Mark Thompson, but I thought
no.
New CEO
he's Warner
of,
Brother Discovery
yes.
that owns the whole stack.
I thought that the new CEO of CNN is Scott Jennings, according to PBD.
It is. He's the CEO. He's the best CEO they got.
Okay,
they may as well hire that guy.
I just want to confirm that's my sources are correct.
Forgive me.
According to reliable sources, from what I hear on CNN,
he owns CNN right now. Scott Jennings is the owner of CNN, but a different kind of an owner. Not the kind of an owner that we're thinking shareholders. He owns
as in you got owned.
Yeah.
Like make daddy a sandwich type of owner.
Like
who's your
everybody
daddy?
in CNN needs to make him a sandwich every day he comes in. I don't care what kind of a sandwich it is. If it's like a lobster roll, make it. Salami, do it. Mortadella, go for it. Goat cheese, do it. Gypta. Anything and everything.
Where you having
make
sandwiches,
it
PBD?
for Daddy Scott Jennings. So yes, he's the guy that's got that thing going on over there. We announced the Yeti collaboration with all of these, like this, gone. Okay. And by the way, a bunch of guys are posting them. Ladies, this was the ladies number one. You guys wouldn't even wait on this one here. This didn't stand a chance. And I have the red one, which is the one I use. Reason why I'm not wearing a jacket, because I'm famous for spilling protein drinks on my jacket. And by the way, literally what I'm telling you is, this isn't the first time. A couple of weeks ago, I spilled the whole thing, and I'm driving. I'm like, this place smells like a protein drink. So, wow, this thing's very strong. I look to my right, the entire protein drink on the entire car. We have to take it professional. They have to suck the protein drink out of the seat in the Porsche 911. They're like, this is... Anyways, the guy made some money that day.
Just thank God it wasn't onions, Pat.
But well, at least it smells good. Anyways, these went. And we have a lot of new surprises coming up for a lot of you. But I will tell you guys, parents, if you have kids that are 12 and up, including yourself, if you have not yet ordered the Academy, go order it. You will see why. Okay? There's a lot of people that are not happy about this book. There's a lady that made a video about this, about the Academy online, pissed off. How could you say stuff like this in the book? Because there's a scene in the book that Margaret Thatcher is debating Karl Marx If you haven't yet ordered it for yourself and your kids and you've not read it, go ahead and order the book. Anybody that places the order today, Rob, if I'm not mistaken, signed copy of this, they get 4 bookmarks of the Academy that'll be put in there with you as well for anyone that orders a book, especially the fact that this is what do they call this month, Rob? March is
National Reading Month.
National Reading Month. Catch up on the books. Place the order for Academy for yourself and your kids above the age of 12, which is what I did with my kids. My Dylan also read it. You'll get 4 custom bookmarks being sent your way. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.